Hello guys, welcome back to the Hitchcock Takeover here on Beyond the Realms, and the film up for review today is Hitchcock's film from 1966 entitled Torn Curtain, starring Paul Newman and Julie Andrews. Now, this film is one that's going to be hard to talk about a lot in detail as far as the plot goes, because there are many twists in this that I don't want to spoil, and a lot of them happen right away. You know, it doesn't take long for a twist to pop up. But basically, Paul Newman plays a very world-renowned scientist named Michael Armstrong. And together with his girlfriend, Sarah Sherman, which is played by Julie Andrews, they are pulled into a very intricate plot of escape, of spying. Basically, he is trying to infiltrate the German scientists behind the Iron Curtain. He's trying to get information out of their top scientist, Lent. And all along, he is appearing to be a traitor of the United States. Like he's came up with this missile defense program, and he's saying that they didn't want to go ahead with it, so he has defected to Germany. But that's not really how it ends up playing out. There's much more to the story. And, you know, he needs to get information from Lent, but he also knows that he has to be very careful in how he presents it. He has to only give him so much information and then hopefully get a little bit more information back in return of what the Germans actually know about this missile defense program. That's really all I can say as far as the plot goes, and that may not sound very intriguing, but I have to tell you, this film is absolutely phenomenal. I was just really, really surprised by how much I enjoyed Torn Curtain. You know, I had heard that it's an underrated Hitchcock film, and guys, I think it's one of the more underrated Hitchcock films. This has tons of suspense, and it's the type of film that it doesn't take long to get going whatsoever. I mean, within 10 minutes, you're going to be really drawn into the story of this. And like I said, there's just so many twists that keep happening throughout the film. You're constantly going to be guessing what's going on. And there's a lot of tense moments that happen in this. One in particular is this guy that is assigned to watch over Paul Newman's character. Dang, I already forgot his name here. Michael Armstrong. There is a guy that is assigned to look over him, and there is this secret organization within Germany that goes by the name Pi, and Paul Newman ends up finding one of the contacts out on this farm, and he goes there thinking that he has got away from the guy that's watching over him, and his name is, let's see here, I forget it right offhand, Gromick. He thinks he's got away from Gromick, but Gromick is secretly watching him and sees that he has went there, and he knows that he's up to something. This is a very tense moment because, you know, Gromick knows, and Armstrong also knows that Gromick knows, but they're playing each other. They're kind of playing a game of cat and mouse back and forth, and it slowly builds to where a big fight breaks out, and it's a very tense moment. But, you know, there's scenes like this throughout the film that happen, and another one in particular that I'll mention is a bus chase. I'll just say that there is a bus that Pi has, the organization Pi has, that is trying to help Sarah and Michael Armstrong get away. And but they're taking the regular bus route. So what they do is they leave 10 minutes before the actual real scheduled bus is to come, and all along the way they keep running into roadblocks and people trying to get on the bus, and the regular scheduled bus is slowly catching up to them, and they know if they catch up to them, it's going to blow their cover altogether. It's a very tense moment. that takes quite a while, actually. It's a long segment, and the suspense, I mean, Hitchcock showing his masterful element once again, because it just slowly builds more and more, and you don't know exactly what's going to happen, how it's going to play out. This is a totally unpredictable film. I really didn't see how it was going to end up at all. Like there's not a point where I thought, okay, well, this is how it's going to turn out, you know, because just when you think you might have it figured out, they'll take a left turn in the story and keep you guessing. But guys, Torn Curtain is fantastic. Yet again, just a masterpiece of a film from Hitchcock, I think. This one has probably a little bit more action elements than some of his older films. There's just constantly stuff keeping the plot moving along. It'll keep you interested throughout the duration. I promise you guys. Definitely check this one out. I'm going to give Torn Curtain a 10 out of 10. Yes, another perfect score on a Hitchcock film. And I think that this is certainly one of his most underrated films that I have seen so far. Paul Newman is just fantastic. You know, there's so many moments where it's a tense situation, but he plays the character very calm and collected. I mean, you can tell he's under pressure, and he knows several times he's almost ready to be caught. But because he keeps a level head, he's able to find a way out of it. He's able to keep Sarah calm. She gets a little bit more uptight than he does, a little bit more scared of the situation. But he's able to keep everything calm, and Paul Newman just plays this character so great, guys. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. But definitely check this one out, guys. That is Torn Curtain, and I appreciate you all watching. Have a good one, guys. Later.